Alright, so we're here at Josh's place, and this looks like a completely different house. I mean, the carpet, the painted throughout. I mean, you got the floor. Let's just say the floors look a heck of a lot better than they did when we started. That is like a lot of...
Yeah, they've cleaned it too.
Alright guys, so got a new listing in Defeated, and we had the photos done, but we're really trying to position this house as an Airbnb. So Nate and I are going to go out, take some pictures of the lake, probably stop by the like the park and go by all the fishing areas, things like that. And to me, we're just really trying to get creative on how we want to list the property. So we're gonna head out and kind of get some work done on the way if we can. Then we're gonna come back here. Got another listing tonight with that we're going to either A list or B, I'm gonna buy it as a flip. It's been an interesting morning. Sometimes you deal with interesting people, and it's part of the job, part of dealing with real estate. So Nate and I are here in Defeated, back in the stomping grounds of kind of where I grew up. And I was just kind of talking with Nate, you know, look at this, by the way. Oh, look how gorgeous that is. Man, look at that. Anyway, but, you know, I've been thinking a lot about during my therapy sessions, and I'm really kind of talking through and I'm processing, and I'm really trying to be whole, right? I'm trying to get to this place where I'm really, I don't know, secure, right? Get into this place where I'm really just okay with where I am and who I am and what that means and all of it. And I think for me, there was this time in my life where, you know, I knew I wanted something. I knew I wanted something more, and I knew that living in Defeated, for example, was not going to be forever, right? I mean, it's just the reality. And for me, in a lot of ways, that meant running. That meant I kind of just left, and I had this hard time kind of differentiating going, because that's in my soul and I need to go, and that's part of who I am, and running. I'm just really working through like making peace with my past, right? Because the reality is there's a lot of beauty like in my past. There's a lot of beauty in where I grew up, and a lot of beauty in family, and beauty in having a family that loved me. And I think that sometimes whenever you're in a place of pain, that's hard to see. Like when you're in a place of pain, it's hard to recognize the good, because it's kind of overshadowed by the negative emotions that you have. And it's been good. It's been good because I can go and I can see this, and I can remember why I love the water. I love the water because I grew up on the water. Like, I love the water because this was my life for the first 24 years of it, right? And so, anyway, I just think about it. I think I'm in Nate's line of sight. But I just think about it. I think about making peace with it and realizing that at the end of the day, there's beauty in everything, right? There's beauty in the past, and when you come to the point where you are feeling complete, you can start to see it, and that's a good thing. All right, so when I was a kid, we're actually here at the marina. Dad was in an 80s rock band, and so like every single month, look, I can still smell the hairspray. True story. Anyway, we just come down here all the time, and they still have the Bluegrass Festival here, but we come out, chill out by the boats. A lot of fun. So I'm on this journey to really understand myself, like completely, to understand myself fully, and that's tough. That's tough because things are complicated. Like, you know, I've really tried to be more open, especially lately with the reality of, like, we all struggle with stuff. Like, I deal with a lot of insecurity. We talked about that on a couple videos ago, and so I've been on this journey for a few months, probably really even the last year, of like, how do you become a whole person, right? Because I see a lot of people, they're doing things, they're ambitious, and I'm very ambitious, but they wake up and they're 55 and they're just not happy. They accomplish a lot in life, but it didn't bring the satisfaction that they thought it was going to bring. And to me, I'm trying to, at 33, kind of realize that, yes, I'm ambitious. That's part of who I am. That's part of what makes up my DNA. But it's not going to fix a lot of the internal struggles that I deal with, right? And I think all of us, I think you should stop and really kind of take, I don't know, assess, I guess that's the word. I mean, really assess, like, who you are. Are you happy? I'm like, are you moving in the direction you want to be, but like internally happy with who you are? Because I think that it helps with the journey, right? I think it really lets us stop and enjoy getting to where we're going. It helps us enjoy the process, but I think it also helps us not wake up 20 and 30 and 40 years down the road and realize that for the last 3 decades of our lives, we were pursuing the wrong things. So I think that means being honest with ourselves. I think it means me being honest with myself, and it takes a lot of work. You know, right now I'm going twice a month to really sort through these things. And if you're not willing to put in that kind of work, you're not going to find it. You're not going to find that healing. You know, I love when Nate and I get to have conversations about like struggles we had as kids, because I know in one sense that I'm gonna be successful. I know that I'm gonna hit a lot of these things. What I want to do is I want to make sure that when I hit those things, I'm happy. And I think that ultimately comes back to putting in the work now, physically, but emotionally and mentally at the same time. So anyway, I like it. I like the journey, and I think it's going to be worth it.